Yo, what's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com. In this video, we're going to be addressing a common question that we get, more specifically, the reasons why I blew out subs or amplifiers in my time. Some of them kind of go hand in hand. We'll go with amplifiers first, which can then lead to like your subs or speakers failing prematurely. With amplifiers, a big one is people not running the correct size wire, like especially power and ground wires. If your amplifier has, for instance, the JP83 in front of us has 3 positives and 3 negatives, all 0 gauge in size. That means that this amplifier needs that size of wire. And you would be surprised, there's people out there that will run 4 gauge to this or one piece of 0 gauge and they'll loop it into the other ones. It's crazy, but they will do that. So that's one of the things. The other things is going to be running too small a speaker wire going to the subwoofer. Like this has 4 gauge to go to the subwoofers. People will run little 14 gauge or something like that. Crazy. You got RCAs over here. They'll run cheap RCAs. Buy a $1,500 monoblock amp, run garbage RCAs. And then the other thing is going to be your electrical to power something like this. You need to make sure that you have what it takes to power an amplifier like this, because I always say it takes power to make power. You can't expect an amplifier like this to put out 10,000 watts if you're not feeding it correctly what it needs. So you're going to need high output alternator, lithium batteries, big wire, everything like that. So this can do its actual job. Then when you get to the subwoofers, what could cause that to blow up? One is clipping. Like this can be caused by your amplifier will clip prematurely when it's not powered properly. When you don't have the proper electrical for it, you'll have you'll barely turn it on, it'll start clipping. People are like, why is this? I'm like, well, what's your electrical? Like, oh, a factory alternator, factory battery, trying to run a 10,000 watt amp. Of course it's clipping. And that's why your subs are going to fail prematurely. You're sending garbage signal to your subwoofer, so it's going to heat it up fast and blow the subwoofer. So that's a big thing. Subwoofers can also be blown prematurely by inaccurate power ratings. Like if a subwoofer is rated at say 2,000 watts RMS, and then you put a, I don't know, 10,000 watt amp on it, you're going to blow it up prematurely. It's not rated for that. People want to always push their subwoofers way too hard, or speakers, whatever. There's ratings on these things for a reason, but people just want to turn a blind eye towards it. The other thing is incorrect box size can cause a subwoofer to heat up prematurely and fail. It can be too big, so then it'll be just flopping around in there. It'll beat itself up. So these are going to be, and then your tuning could be off. That's going to be another thing. So 3 things on the subs, 3 things on the amps on what would cause them to fail prematurely. Also on like speakers, door speakers, tweeters and stuff like that, you can blow them prematurely by your tuning being off. This is very important with your mids and tweeters because they're way more delicate of a speaker than a big subwoofer. Subwoofers can take more abuse in comparison to your little speakers. So keep that in mind. If you need anything, hit us up downforsoundshop.com or give us a call 702-701-9800. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Lifer Price, and also Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram. And don't forget Snapchat. I'm JPD4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one. Later.